Hello everyone, so today we are here in DCS World. Today, as you can see, the simulation is about the recent turn of events across the globe, especially between the Iranian regime and the American, confrontation in the Middle East. So the one thing that is very in news that is the Iran Shahed 136 drones, which are very effective against multiple expensive air defense systems. And today we are simulating a scenario, as you can see. So we have built up a small kind of compound here. This is a HQ headquarter. It's kind of target. So usually we do not have big installation of air defenses across the HQ. Most of the valuable stuff is protected with the very advanced air defense systems, like for example from the ballistic missiles, the air defense systems like Patriot and Todd for that matter. So these kind of installations where the stuff itself is not that much valuable. They actually come with a kind of not that good air defense systems. Like we have MANPADS. So it is SA-14 Strela 3 Gremlin, something like that. It is named, and we have several of it. Okay, this one, we have one here, several installed. You can see three or four, I don't know, in front of the building, and I guess every building has its own, like one here, as you can see. So we will see if these MANPADS can intercept the Shahed drones, which are low-flying drones, and they can actually cause a lot of damage if they get through. The reason that most modern air defense systems are unable to detect it, or if detected, they are unable to stop them because they are attacked and launched in swamps, which means if some are intercepted, some get through, they can cause a lot of damage. Plus, another thing is that these are low-flying and very small kind of attackers, whatever you want to call it. And that's how they actually make their way to the enemy target. So let's just start with the video. Okay, so Shahed drones are ready to be launched. Okay, as you can see, they fly. Okay, they are launched. As you can see there, you cannot just detect these kind of small drones, and they're very fast as well. So, okay, this is Shahed 136 drone. It is, as you can see, equipped with motorbike engine, very cost effective. Like a single unit costs around $20,000 perhaps, more or less. I'm not sure exact amount. Okay, so you can see it's in the swamps. Let me just give you a rough idea. As you can see, these are in swamps. These Shahed drones later on land on target, overwhelm the enemy, and kind of makes it hard for them to kind of do stuff. So we will come to this later. So far, we are going to be focusing on the the approach of the Shahed 136 drones. These are very effective. You can say combat proven in that matter, because they actually did a lot of damage to a lot of places. Like in one news I was reading, they actually, one of these drone struck an US radar system which was worth 1.1 billion, which is enormous amount of money. Like 1.1 billion, you can imagine how costly that is. Like $20,000 drone destroyed a 1.1 billion radar system. So it is actually very disastrous for the Americans to even kind of consider that kind of damage. It's already costing too much. But if these drones are even kind of intercepted, it still kind of make no sense to intercept them, because a single interceptor cost maybe 10 to 20 times more than this, or maybe even more. So for that matter, it is not a very pleasant thing to even consider taking it down for that matter. Okay, so it is now climbing up. So as you can see, it is flying quite low to the ground, which means the modern air defense systems, which are mainly focused on ballistic missiles, which are coming from very high altitude, and that's how they can be actually intercepted. Well, these are very low flying drones and suddenly appears out of nowhere. Also, they are very slow. As you can see, 146, 140, and the speed is decreasing. When it goes up, it decreases. So this is how actually you cannot intercept something like that. Okay. With a very powerful advanced air defense system. Of course, it's going to cost you a lot if you throw missile at them. Of course, they will be intercepted if you want to, but it will cost you a lot, like $20,000 worth of drone getting hit by a $20 million missile. You can already calculate the mathematics and numbers. You will find which is the one that is in loss. Okay, so the speed is quite constant. When it goes up, it decreases a little bit. When it comes down and settle down, it actually stabilize again. So for that matter, okay, it is moving towards the target. Okay, the altitude is 6,700 and something feet, and it is heading for a target. It is not yet there, but it is definitely heading. As you can see, they are not very fast. At the time of the launch, they were quite fast, and they're trying to get to close to the ground. Okay, again another bump. So these the terrain that I chose is quite bumpy. Each time they go up, you can see their speed decreases. You can also feel it. Okay, again, as you can see, they just drop down. Okay, so yeah, now the speed again stabilizes. So the engine that is powering these drones actually not quite that powerful. It's just meant to take it a very long distance. So these are quite, they can travel a long distance. So yeah, it makes them very effective. Okay, they're getting very close to each other. I'm assuming they're gonna, collide or something like that. Okay, so they are approaching on the target. So now we will see if the MANPADS actually detect them before they can, because they are very slow. They probably be able to intercept them with those missiles, but the MANPADS missiles. But yeah, it'll take some time. They're not quite fast. They can't get through. As you can see, oh my God, the MANPADS didn't even considering taking them down. Oh my God, they all of them made impact. I don't know what happened here. They were supposed to protect building. The HQ is down for some reason. They didn't even bother shooting missiles at them. Okay, I know a proper air defense system would definitely have taken them down, but as I mentioned to you guys, that it would have been a cost disaster if you fire a $20 million interceptor to intercept a $20,000 drone. So it is not a fair comparison. On the other hand, the MANPADS, they can also attack aerial stuff, but in this case, they just did not do that. Okay, I guess they did not detect this or what, but that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A couple of the antennas also went down, so they're not going to be able to communicate with other people for a while. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.